Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. Today's video is autumn manga. I'm going to be giving you guys a load of new manga that's coming out throughout September, October and November. Not every single manga that is coming out throughout those 3 months, otherwise we would be here literally a week. But I've picked out a few interesting sounding ones that sound a little bit different, ones that I think you guys might like, ones that pique my interest at least anyway, just so you guys are aware of what new manga is coming out throughout the next 3 months, and so you guys can hopefully find something new to read. These are in some kind of form of order. First up is Otherworldly Izakaya Nobu. This one's coming out in September. I think it's the 18th of September. It's basically a Japanese style pub that exists in this back alley of this fictional medieval European style city. Its customers vary. There's some soldiers who are slacking off, there's a princess, an uptight tax collector, and loads more than that, and they all come to this pub to chill out, eat some food and have their troubles melt away. It kind of sounds like the anime Restaurant to Another World. This should be an interesting little slice of life that will show you different characters and different short little stories, I would imagine, as well as showcasing Japanese food, which will probably make you hungry. Shortcake, which is out the 6th of September. I actually already have a copy on my shelf because Book Depository delivered it early. Yay! Our main character 10, no not that 10, this 10 has a 2-hour commute to high school every day through the mountains, which is not ideal for many reasons. So understandably, she elects to move into the local boarding house where one of her friends is living along with 3 other boys. 10's friends kind of consider her completely oblivious to, you know, crushes, love and boys in general, but as she moves into this boarding house, that could be about to change. Honestly, I feel like this sounds like a really fun, cute little romance manga. I literally am so weak for them. As much as I enjoy my fantasy and action-packed ones, I do quite enjoy a little cheesy, fluffy romance manga from time to time. I'm probably going to review it for you guys in the September mini manga reviews. I forgot what month it was. Next up is Hino Ga Crush. This is out on the 25th of September. This series is set on the island of Wakoku, which sounds ridiculously made up, but it's the island of Wakoku, and the Civil War offers literally anyone the chance of becoming a hero by working through the rigorous ranks of the army. Hinoa, our main character, is a young woman with extraordinary skills, and she is determined to do just that, but things might not quite go to plan. But then it also says that more than 10 years after a disastrous battle, the war is still ongoing and a girl with black hair and strange markings washes up on shore. Fairy Tail Lightning Gods, this is out the 23rd of October. As you can probably tell, this is about Loxus and the rest of the Rajin tribe. I'm going to try and do this without spoiling Fairy Tail as much as I can. This is set after the Tartarus arc and presumably before the Avatar arc, which is the arc that is the prelude to the final arc in the manga. This volume is going to be a one-off volume. The entire story is going to be contained in one volume. There is a little trilogy of spin-offs. There's one for Gargiel and there's one for Sting and Rogue. This is Loxus's. I've been waiting for this one for ages and I've been super excited for it because I do like Loxus, and this series has been doing really well at kind of spotlighting some of the main characters that don't get as much page time as the others. We're going to follow Loxus and the Rajin tribe and their time at Blue Pegasus. They quickly become popular new wizards, but Ichiya is kidnapped. You guys remember Ichiya, right? Dude with the face and the man thing and the parfum. He annoys me. I mean, I can't really blame someone for kidnapping him. I think the most obvious tragedy of this volume is that they obviously go and retrieve him. But Loxus and the Rajin tribe get drawn into an inter-guild grudge match. Do we really have to rescue Ichiya? Do we really? Next up is Tomo-chan is a Girl. It's out on the 1st of October. Tomo and Jun have been best friends ever since they were kids, but now they're in high school, Tomo wants to be more than just friends with him, but he only sees her as one of the guys. While Tomo may be a bit of a tomboy, she is determined to prove to him that she is a woman too. I feel like this is going to be a really funny, entertaining little romance manga that I'm really excited to start. Yes, it sounds a bit cheesy. Yes, it sounds a bit cliche. I genuinely think there is nothing wrong with a little bit of a cheesy, cliche manga series. This one sounds like it's going to be a nice little rom-com to keep us entertained with some fluffy moments as well as some humour, and I think it's going to be one of the better romance manga out this new season. Next up is Boarding School Juliet. This is out on the 4th of October. I feel like I need to read this to you guys exactly as it's written down. On the fair island campus of Dahlia, the student body is split into 2 rival dorms, the Black Dog House of the East and the White Cat House of the West. Despite his doting childhood friend and his loyal posse, the first-year leader of the Black Dogs, Romeo Inuzuka, has one really big teenage problem. He has a crush on Juliet Percier, who is the first-year leader of the White Cats. She has her own brainiac, right-hand man and powerful crew behind her, but the cutthroat Juliet thinks she has no time for misadventures with a hopeless romantic like Romeo. As you can probably tell, this is a Romeo and Juliet retelling. I am quite enjoying all of the retellings that are floating about lately, both manga and books in general. I am kind of intrigued and excited to delve into a retelling that's going to be kind of modern day Japan. Should be quite funny, quite enjoyable. Junie Tyson's Zodiac War, this is out the 18th of October. You may or may not have watched the anime adaptation that was out last season, or was it the season before? Basically, every 12 years, 12 fighters take the form of the Chinese Zodiac and engage in a giant battle royale. With their strength and mysterious powers, they pretty much fight to the death, and the sole survivor is granted the ultimate prize, which is one wish. But this time around, the rules have changed, and the battle is limited to an abandoned city, and all the contestants have to ingest a deadly poison. This one should be fairly action-packed. I'd imagine there's going to be a lot of backstabbing and betrayal. It kind of strikes me as a Chinese Zodiac Hunger Games kind of thing. Eden Zero, this one is out on the 6th of November. Yes, this is by the same creator as Fairy Tail hero Mashima himself. Our main character is Shiki. He is an orphan and he is basically raised by sentient animatronics on a deserted theme park planet in the Sakura cosmos. One day, two adventurers visit him. They are Rebecca and her companion Happy. Shiki befriends them while they are basically vlogging. Unfortunately, the robots that raise Shiki are about to run out of batteries, so they encourage him to go off with Rebecca and to join Rebecca's adventure guild Shooting Starlight. This is hard for me. I've included it on this list because I am excited to see where it's going to go and what it's going to be like, but at the same time, I can fully acknowledge the glaringly obvious similarities. I am curious about what it's going to be like. It does seem like it's going to be a space version of Fairy Tail. The character art has quite obviously been recycled. The question is, will it be better than Fairy Tail? Next up is Fairy Tail Battle Royale. This is out on the 12th of November. Kuninaka is our main character. She is the target of bullies at school and she wishes for nothing more than to be on good terms with her schoolmates. One day her wish is granted, but at what cost? Because she is suddenly thrown down a rabbit hole into a strangely familiar world from children's stories. But this version comes with a dark and gruesome twist. It is kill or be killed in a Fairy Tail fight to the finish. It kind of piqued my interest because I'm all about twists on fairy tales. I love fairy tale retellings. I love fairy tales being twisted. This sounds like it's going to be something a little bit different. We're going to see fairy tale characters presumably fighting to the death. I feel like this is going to be a really interesting action, gruesome, maybe a little bit of horror new manga series. Next up is Versailles of the Dead. This one's out on the 12th of November. This is a gem of a find by me, guys. I stumbled across it and I was like, yes, I think I'm gonna like that, and I think a lot of you guys will like it too. It's the French Revolution, but with zombies. Not only that, they have gender-bent history at the same time, and it sounds like it's going to be completely epic. While en route from Austria to marry Louis XVI and become the new Queen of France, Marie Antoinette's carriage is intercepted by bloodthirsty zombies. The sole survivor of the attack is Marie's twin brother Albert. Yes, you heard me right. The sole survivor is her twin brother Albert, which means that Marie Antoinette has bit it earlier than she did in history. You can probably guess what's coming next. Good old Albert heads to Versailles in his sister's gown, and instead of continuing life as himself, he decides to take his sister's place. Now at the heart of the French royal court, Albert must face the horrors of the undead as the man who would be queen. I am literally so here for this new series. It sounds like it's going to be completely epic. French history, zombies, Marie Antoinette's twin brother Albert actually being Marie Antoinette, and Marie Antoinette actually being a man instead of a woman. I am so ridiculously intrigued by this series. I cannot wait to read it and to see where it goes and to see what's going to happen. And this literally sounds right up my street and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. I'm envisioning humour, I'm envisioning action, I'm envisioning some pretty epic art, but I'm also envisioning a little bit of horror and some gruesomeness thrown in there too, which sounds like it could be quite the winning combination. So those are some of the brand new manga that you can get your hands on this autumn. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you saw something that caught your interest. Let me know down below which of these new series you are itching to start and which one sounds like it's going to be your new fave. I feel like mine's probably going to be Palace of Versailles or Fairy Tail Battle Royale. Either way, I'm super excited to get my hands on some of these releases. I hope you guys are too. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more bookish manga and anime related content, and I'll see you guys soon.